of Allah. How are you, my dear students? I am Dr. Abdelhakem Eldabeh, and today I'm going to talk about reported speech. When we talk about reported speech, we are talking about how to report statement, how to report questions, how to report commands. Let's start. Firstly, let's talk about how to report a statement. There are a number of steps must be followed to report a statement in a correct way. And it's very important to know that these steps must be followed in the correct order in order to have a meaningful sentence or a statement. So reporting a statement means to turn the sentence or the statement or to transfer the sentence from direct into indirect. Let's take an example. I have an example for direct statement. When I say, I study English every day, Ali said to me, this is direct. When we transfer this statement from direct into indirect, you have to follow these steps in the correct order. Firstly, the saying verb, said to, it should be told. And if you have said, it's going to be the same. To write the word said. Secondly, remove the speech marks or the quotes and write the word that. Remove the speech marks or the quotes and write the word that. You have to change the pronouns as you see here in this table. And the matter of changing the pronouns, it depends on the meaning. I, it could be or it should be he and she, according to the one who is saying the speech. Me, it could be him and her. My, his and her. Mine, his and hers. Myself, himself and herself. We, it could be they. Us, it could be them, and so on. So you can follow or have a look on this table. It's going to help you in the matter of changing the pronouns in the reported speech. Step number 4, you have to change the tenses into the past, especially if the saying verb was in the past. If you find the word said. So you're going to change the verbs into the past. If you have a main verb like write, it could be wrote, and play, it would be played, eat, it would be ate, and so on. Am and is and are should be was and were. Have and has should be had. Well should be what. Shall should be should. Will not will be what not. Can will be caught. May would be might. Should gonna be the same should in order not to change the meaning. Must supposed to be had to and must have, and so on as you see in this. Number 5, we have to change some words if we found these words in the sentence. Look, we have the word now, it should be then, this should be that, these should be those, today, it should be that day, and so on. You have to change these words in sentences in order to have meaningful and correct sentence when you transfer or when you change from direct into indirect. Some examples how to transfer the sentence or the statement from direct into indirect. For example, if I have a sentence like he said, my father is playing cricket with me. The indirect speech will be, he said that his father was playing cricket with him. As you see, there are a number of steps here in this sentence to be transferred from direct into indirect. Firstly, I have the word that and the word said. It is the same word here because I don't have said to. If it was said to, I can write told here, but I have the word said, so it's going to be the same said. And I have to remove the speech marks and write the word that. The pronoun my, change it to be his. And is playing, this is present continuous. I have to change the present continuous into the past continuous like this. And I have the word, the pronoun me, it should be change it like him. And I have too many examples. You can see them and to know or to follow the steps that I have to follow to change the sentence or the statement from direct into indirect. Let's talk about how to report the questions. There are also a number of steps must be followed to report or to transfer the questions from direct into indirect. I have to change the same verb, the word said to, the word said to, it should be asked, and if you have said also supposed to be asked. I'm gonna remove the speech marks and I may write the question word as it is if I have a question starting with what, when, and who, and those ones, and even how. But if my question starts with auxiliary verb, like do, like can, and those ones, I have to remove the speech mark and put the word if or whether, and you're going to see examples. Thirdly, whenever you have verb to do, it must be removed. Whenever you have verb to do as an auxiliary verb must be removed. Change the pronoun and change tenses into past. Then if you have any word like tomorrow, today, this and that, and those words supposed to be changed in order to have a correct question. Here are some examples how to transfer or to get the indirect questions. The first one, she said to me, what do you play? The indirect speech is, she asked me what I played. And if you notice here, I have a number of steps to transfer this question from direct into indirect. Firstly, say to, transfer to asked. I removed the speech marks and I, use the word what. I removed the auxiliary verb do and I transferred or changed the pronoun you into I, and I get the past of the word play, which is played. The second one, he said to me, where do you stay? Look, when you transfer this question from direct into indirect, the same steps will be followed as in the first example. The word said to, change it into asked, and the WH word where, it should be the same. I removed verb to do. I transferred the word or the pronoun you into I, and I transferred the verb or the main verb to the past. But pay attention to me in the third example because there is a little bit difference between this example and the above examples. We said to him, what are you eating? When we transfer that question, we have little bit difference in transferring this question because they don't have verb to do. The same thing, said to gonna be the same, asked. I removed the speech marks and I kept the word what. Here I don't have verb to do. Because of that, I have to start with the pronoun first, then the helping verb, the verb to do, the verb to be, sorry. So the word you gonna be he, because he is speaking to him, and the word are gonna be was. And if you have can you, it should be changed to I or he or she could. Have you, when you have any auxiliary verb which is not verb to do, you have to do the same. Start with the pronoun, then you put the helping verb. It should be verb to be, it could be verb to be, it could be verb to have, it could be one of the modals. Start with the pronoun, then add this helping verb or auxiliary. And the last example will be the same. This is the last thing in our today's lesson, how to transfer or how to report the command or the imperative sentences. I need you to differentiate between statement and imperative or command, because some students are confused to get the difference between both of them. For a statement, I have a sentence starts with a pronoun with a subject, But for command, I have a sentence starts with, verb, starts with a verb, and this verb could be in affirmative form, like open the door, or in a negative form, like don't open the door. These are the forms of command in English. Now, if I have a command or imperative, how can I transfer this command into indirect? There are, number of steps must be followed. You're going to change the word said to the same word or the same verb into ordered, advised, told, and warning, according to the meaning of the words inside the brackets or the speech marks. If, for example, I have something reveals or gives or refers to the meaning of order, like stop here, this is order, I'm going to use the word ordered. If I say the doctor said to the patient, take the medicine regularly, this is a matter of advice, so you have to say advised. And it could be told, it could be warned. For example, don't come late again. This is a matter of warning, so I'm going to say warning. You're going to change or remove the speech mark and use to in affirmative case, or not to if you have don't or never, and the form of the sentence is in a negative case. You're going to change, you will not change the pronoun, no changing to the pronoun or to the subject pronoun. If you have like object pronoun or possessive pronouns, these ones are supposed to be changed. And if you have a word like tomorrow, like today, and these words should be also changed. Some examples how to transfer the command from direct to indirect. For example, the doctor said to me, stop smoking. I'm going to say the doctor told me to stop smoking. Look, he transferred or changed the word said to into told. It could be advised, the same thing. And he removed the speech marks here and add the word to, because this is affirmative. It is not never and don't. And he completed the sentence. Get out of the car, said the policeman. Look, this is a matter of order. The situation gives me the meaning of order. The policeman ordered him to get out of the car. Could you please be quiet? She asked me to be quiet. The man with gun said to us, don't move. So this is warning. The man with gun warned us not to move because they have don't. That's all about how to transfer or change the statement, the question, and command from direct into indirect. Thanks for watching and see you in next videos. Thank you.